It's safe to say James Charles is no stranger to scandal, but now he's involved in some TikTok drama that has fans disappointed on a whole new level. I mean, will this TikTok drama ever end? What's up, y'all? I'm Emile Ennis Jr. here with Clevver News, bringing you all the news updates from my at-home Clevver studio. And James Charles is at the center of some drama yet again. So after posting some pics of himself sporting a makeup look inspired by TikTok's Mugshot challenge, some fans were not happy. And in case you aren't super familiar with what's trending on TikTok, it's become one of the biggest beauty trend drivers. There are tutorial videos on everything from how to curl your hair with a bathrobe string to how to cut your bangs in just one cut. And the latest beauty trend is a bit more controversial in comparison. Recently, TikTok users have taken to the app to create fake mugshots, and hashtag mugshot currently has more than 106 million views on the platform. The videos look a little something like this. And many of the other videos include things like smudged eyeliner, mascara runs, messed up hair, and yes, even painted on fake injuries. And when James Charles jumped on the challenge, many of his fans criticized him for glamorizing abuse. We'll break it all down for you, but first, don't forget to subscribe to Clevver News so you never miss out on any breaking news or TikTok drama updates. All right, so over the weekend, James posted these photos with a fake black eye and bloody nose as his fake mugshots on Twitter, and the criticism started pouring in. And I have to start off by asking, do you guys think this challenge as a whole is problematic? And do you think James should have known better than to participate? Let me know down in the comments below and get that conversation started. And before we get into some of these fan responses, I just wanted to give a trigger warning because some fans talk about some pretty heavy topics, so please only continue watching if you feel comfortable doing so. All right, so one fan responded to James and wrote, quote, "You know it's not cute? Doing up your makeup like this and triggering a lot of people who suffer from PTSD of abuse. This isn't a super cute trend you and everyone else should be getting behind, much less participating in. Completely distasteful, disappointed but not surprised." Another simply wrote, "Violence isn't an aesthetic." And another said, "I don't understand why this would be a trend. I love James, but it's not fun having your face bruised and not being able to cover them up. Maybe I'm being too sensitive, but this made me feel really uncomfortable because I couldn't take mine off. It made me feel so dehumanized." And James actually replied to this fan and wrote, quote, "Hi babe, I'm so sorry that you went through something so awful and traumatic. It's a TikTok trend going around where people post their mugshots and has nothing to do with domestic violence whatsoever. Love you." But many people weren't here for James' explanation, saying the photos were still triggering for those who have experienced violence, and they asked him to delete or edit the photos. One person replied to James' explanation saying, quote, "Sorry, but this does not look like a mugshot. You have to know that. There's no visual cue that it is and no caption. You have to at least understand that. You could have done something to make it clear. This just missed the mark personally as an explanation." And another person argued the photos are tone deaf either way because incarceration isn't a trend. This person wrote, quote, "You're telling me a mugshot has become a trend? Doing makeup to look like you've gotten beat and brutalized by police? You know people of color actually get beat by police and taken to precincts for mugshots. Half of the time just for being black. When they see us, should have taught you." So it seems like the overall consensus from fans is that while James and other influencers might see the mugshot challenge as another way to experiment with the makeup, these videos and photos can be triggering and upsetting to those who have experienced abuse. Obviously, making light of something as serious as violence is never okay, even if that isn't the intention. But even after responding to that one fan, James spoke out again on the controversy he's received for this challenge. He took to Twitter and wrote, "Only I could lazily smudge on some purple eyeshadow and fake blood to recreate a dumb TikTok trend and have it twisted into an actual scandal, LOL." And when a fan replied saying, quote, "I don't think it's just you, it's the trend itself that's triggering for many." James wrote back saying, "I do understand that, but this dumb trend has nothing to do with domestic abuse. What about action movies? Halloween, special effects, simple bloody noses? This is nothing new." He also posed a question to the fans criticizing him, writing, quote, "Genuine question. The Weeknd's new album shows him bleeding with a broken nose and with bruises, yet I haven't seen a single tweet about him glorifying violence or abuse. Can someone please explain how it's any different? I'm really trying to understand." And fans have been back and forth on James' response in the comments. James eventually went ahead and deleted photos, writing, quote, "Despite the fact that hundreds of other influencers and artists have done something similar, I deleted the mugshot trend because it was never my intention to trigger anyone, and it's a waste of time trying to have an open discussion with people who hate me regardless." Feel free to let me know if you think James made the right choice and how you feel about all of this down in the comments below. All right, that's the news I've got for now, but if you want to find out more about James Charles' recent controversies, click right over here for another Clevver News video. I'm Emile Ennis Jr., and I'll catch you later right here on Clevver.